All right, guys, in this video, I actually want to do something a little bit different. I want to give you guys a little sneak peek into my home office setup. I had some people asking about it. I thought it'd be kind of a cool video idea. I know it's kind of a weird thing for some people, like I don't care, but I personally have always kind of been interested as well, and I love kind of seeing people set up. Now, I debated and I said, well, this place is kind of a mess. Should I clean it up? And I was like, nah, let's just roll it. Let's just show people the reality of what we're working with. So I'm gonna try and show you guys the entire office. It's not huge. This is my home office. I also have an office at a building that we purchased 2 units in. And let's see, where else do I work at? That's pretty much it. I usually go between here. I do work down by the pool sometimes, which is gonna be, that's not my pool. This is my neighbor's pool. It's right, you can kind of see the blue right here. Maybe I'll go and show you in a second. But guys, I wanna show you guys my home office setup. So here we go. First and foremost, I'm gonna show you guys the reality of running a business and especially working from home. I am somebody who does really well with power naps. So I always, first things first, and this is just real, is I have a little blanket here in the corner. I gotta show you guys. I got a little blanket right here. We're gonna get to the trash can in a second. I got a little blanket right here. Actually 2 blankets. This serves as the pillow. This is my pillow and this is my blanket. Now, a couple times a week, if I'm feeling drowsy, which is usually by about Wednesday, Thursday, usually Monday, Tuesday, I'm good. I'll literally sit, I'll show you guys right here. I'll literally lay right here and I'll set an alarm for 20 minutes and I'll take a nap. That's just the reality. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. It works for me, okay? So there's the blanket. But for real, let's talk about the setup. So here it is. Let me show you guys what I got. You guys have probably seen this view more than once. This lady, there's a story behind this. I have a video as to why I have this photo, but I want to show you guys my actual setup. So let me sit here in my chair. So I've got this Autonomous. If you guys have heard of this brand, it's called Autonomous. They do just all kinds of like ergonomic chairs. I have a bunch of their desks at my office, at my other office. And I do have a third office, which is at a townhome we call the MILF Lodge. More on that later. But anyway, here's my setup, guys. So I typically have the dual screen. Right now I don't, and I'm gonna explain why, but here's my little setup. So I have the whiteboard here, which by the way, do not buy these black whiteboards. You cannot find markers that show up, and cleaning them's a pain in the ass. Like it's stupid. They look cool, but they're not worth it. So I have this, I thought it would be cool. I don't use it very much. But I have the new, like whatever, that thin iMac, which I actually really, really like. I have the Yeti, whatever it's called, the Yeti mic. I don't know which one it is, it's the bigger one. I have a smaller one too in Africa. And then I've got these 2 lights, right? I've got this one and I got this one. Now, I like these lights for lives. I like these lights for content. It just, it makes the video way better. And then of course, just my pad or my keyboard here, regular mouse, and just some of my cords hooking up. Now, of course, we got the trusty monster that's always sitting here. And I have to use this. Might be going into a little too much detail, but we got to use the coaster because this is, I think, marble, and so it ruined, like you can't set drinks on it, so I usually set that there. Of course, we got the noise canceling headphones, and then you guys always hear me sniffing. Always got to keep a roll of guys. I'm just keeping it real. Got a roll of toilet paper here at all times because you just never know when you're gonna get hit with a sneeze attack. Okay. Outside of that, what typically this looks like is I usually have this other monitor. If you can see it right there, it's usually right here. Well, I put it here and then I move this one over. Now, I changed my setup when I got home from Africa because if you notice right here, I have this camera, okay? This is my Canon. I don't even know which model it is, but I have this camera. This is my camera that I use when I'm creating content for my programs, when I'm creating just like high quality content. And so what I'll do is if I'm gonna create content like on a Friday, I'll pull down my monitor, my iMac, just leave my mic, I'll take the keyboard off, I'll get, of course, the paper and all the shit out, and I'll just have my laptop. I have a laptop, and I can create really good content. Obviously, that camera, it's kind of weird having that tall screen. So the reason I don't have the dual screen right now is because I'm in the middle of creating some new content, and so I like to take this and just be able to unplug it, set it on the ground, shoot content, and then pop it back up. It's too much of a pain in the ass to go in and out, to pull that one up, whatever. But I do like having the dual monitor. So typically my setup is extra monitor here, my regular monitor here, and then I've got this keyboard that does have the whatever. I don't even know why I bought that, but it's been great. I also have the trackpad mouse, but I like this little black one. It's kind of cool. Other than that, guys, I think the most important thing is I have all these books that I don't read. Honestly, I have not picked up a book to read for a while. A lot of these are books that I've had for a long time. You guys can see some of the titles there. I have, of course, read this one 3 times. This is a couple years ago. This is just kind of my Bible, the Think and Grow Rich. And then a lot of these other ones are just things that, like, I got my Quran here, but I don't really read a ton anymore. Like, you'll see some new stuff. You're probably like, dude, Nick's reading. Usually what happens is I'll pull a book out, I'll read a page or whatever, and then I'll just stick it there. But I'm kind of out of the book phase. I'm kind of just like in produce. Read one nugget, go in and apply it. Read a nugget, go in and apply it, instead of just reading, a book a week type of thing. So that's the whole setup. I think the most important and embarrassing part, guys, is this, which is my trash can. And what we've got here is we've got water bottles, we've got energy drinks, we've got tissues because it's freaking allergy season. We got Prime Energy, and we are just chock full. Let me see if I can get you guys a sneak peek. But what's cool, and when I built this house, I didn't design it perfectly, but I wanted to be able to like see my kids because I'm a freak about safety. And I wanted to be able, if let's say that my wife had to run to the store or whatever, and I was just doing some work up here, I wanted to be able to see them out my window, or even if she was here and she was inside, I want to be able to see them because that scared the heck out of me because I didn't know how to swim at the time. Let me see if I can show you guys what it looks like off of here. So just pop this door open. So this is the door into my office from the actual house. This is the door here, and sometimes I'll open this door and just listen to the freaking pool running off the slide. It's so peaceful. So this is what we're working with here. This is our pool. This is obviously our neighbor's pool. We got the slide, and then we got freaking Tony Stark building a house up here. But anyway, this is the setup, guys. I did actually do a cool deal with one of my contractors, and gave him leads, and he put in this, see how do I move my finger here? He put in this cool putting green. So golf game hasn't gotten any better, but yeah, this is the home setup, guys. So every single day, I'm up here, I'm working. Sometimes I'm in the Versace robe. Sometimes I'm not even wearing a shirt, not even wearing clothes. This is the office that you guys see me in all the time. Obviously, I have a lot of African decor, and you should know the history on that. But here's the important thing is, as much as I love this setup, and there's some things I would change and I will change on my next house, when I started, I literally had an IKEA desk and a 4-year-old iMac, okay, or not an iMac, MacBook, a 4-year-old MacBook Air that was slow as hell, tiny little 13-inch screen, and I wrote over 200,000 words of content and built over 30 websites on that little thing. So I think sometimes people see this setup, again, this isn't the greatest setup in the world. I think it's pretty dope. I like it. But people see this like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to close deals because I don't have this dope setup. Guys, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just make it yours. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sneak into a little behind the scenes. This is my setup, and now you know.